Richard and Ciel have shifts scheduled today.
オーダーを繰り返しますね。ほうじ茶いと、アイスのほうじ茶ですか？すみません。
This is her third mistake. The customers are giving her bitter smiles. Luckily, most of them are regulars. If they were first-timers, she would have left a bad impression.
オーダーは私が取るから、シエルちゃんはお客様にお料理をお出しして。はい、すみません、リシェ先輩。
Richard also notices how strange Ciel is acting and helps her right away. Thanks to Richard, we can run the floor smoothly. Once the situation with the customers has calmed down, I call out to Ciel, who's in the kitchen. Ciel, about lunch. For whatever reason, she gets so shocked that she nearly drops the tray in her hands.
すみません。
If you're not feeling well, please take a break.
具合は大丈夫です。ちょっとびっくりしただけで。
But you seem a little off in general. So why don't you take a break and drink some tea in the break room? I'm kind of worried about you. After I encourage her to take a break, Ciel looks down with eyes full of guilt.
すみません。休憩行きます。
She was overly enthusiastic before, but now she's clearly in a deep well of depression. It seems like she's trying to make up for all her mistakes, even though she doesn't have to. I'll just stand around and do nothing. I leave Richard to handle the floor and head to the break room. When I get there, Ciel has her head face down on the table. Ciel, is everything alright?
お兄ちゃん。今日はごめんなさい。集中できてなくて。
I take a closer look at her face and see that it's pale. You can take a break if you feel sick, you know.
大丈夫だと思ったんですが、どうもいろんなことが頭に入ってこない感じで。
It happens to the best of us. It's important that you have a clear mind.
はい。お兄ちゃんの言う通り、ちょっと心の具合は変かもしれません。
Figured as much. Did something happen?
それは、今はまだその、整理がついてなくて。
I see. Well, if you can't talk to me about it, I think it'd be good for you to ask Koron or Chisato for help. As I say that, she gives me a troubled expression. Troubled look, and her eyes begin to water. Oh, are you sure you're okay?
ダメです。ごめんなさい。
Yo clearly isn't just worrying about something trivial. She's tormenting herself over some issue. What the hell happened? Her face is really red, and so are her eyes. Well, they're always red. Hold on, Ciel. I place my hand on her forehead. It's a little hot compared to her body temperature. She definitely has a fever. It looks like you have a fever. You should head home. I'll walk you there.
でも、まだ1時間しか働いてないです。
I can't let someone sick work. It'll only get worse if you don't take care of it right away. Ciel is confused, but I immediately tell Chisato about the situation and decide to walk her home. W. Riz.
お仕事の途中で帰るのは初めてです。
Damn, it got dark fast. You might have a cold, so I can't let you stick around. This is in order as your manager.
はい。でも、本当に、ごめんなさい。
Ciel is still beating herself up about this. I don't want her to apologize again, so I decide to keep my mouth shut.
私、お兄ちゃんに悪いことをしました。
What do you mean?
それは言えないんですけど、困らせたと思います。
Ciel looks down while touching her lips with her fingers. It's not like I have zero ideas, but there's no way. But you haven't done anything wrong. Are you sure this isn't just a misunderstanding? Even if you did do something, all I want now is for you to feel better, okay?
お兄ちゃんは優しいですね。優しすぎます。
I'm just a normal guy.
もし、お兄ちゃんがお兄ちゃんじゃなくなって、私が妹じゃなくなったら、お兄ちゃんはどうしますか？
Huh? I mean, it's a pretty strange question. I'm not sure. I've been thinking the opposite this whole time. So far, I've been treating her like she's my actual little sister. I don't know if I can ever be Ciel's ideal big brother, though. I doubt anything would change. You might call me something different, but you'll always be my cute underclassman. This is the one time you could have just used Kohai. And you're also an important part of Caramella. I can call you my friend too, right?
朝木先輩。
ん？
カランちゃんはいつもそう呼んでます。朝木先輩。
Yeah, she does. We talk about this for quite some time before we make it to Ciel's house. For the time being, you should drink lots of water and get some rest. Text me if you need anything.
はい。送ってくれてありがとうございます。朝木先輩。
No worries. Anyway, after I watch Ciel enter her house, I walk back to Caramella. She always calls me Big Brother when we're alone, but she called me Asaki Senpai just now. That's the first time she's done that intentionally. Look, alright. I say this in the Nekopar Volume 3, but it's fine to use honorifics when you're referencing someone else saying it, okay? Not when you're reading out someone saying it, okay? Why'd you decide to call me Asaki-senpai all of a sudden? Does she not consider me her big brother anymore? Well, considering that, you know, the kiss. No, she doesn't. Or has caught on influenced her somehow. She does have a fever, so maybe this was just an accident. That was just an accident. I wonder what she's going to call me next time we meet. Let's just say that it will be a struggle.
店長がお戻りに。シエルちゃんは大丈夫なんですか？
He will struggle to call you big brother. Hmm? As soon as I get back to Caramella, a regular who always drops by the cafe calls out to me.
店長ごめんなさい。シエルちゃんが早退したって教えたら、みんな心配して。
Oh, I see. Ciel has a bit of a fever, so I sent her home. She's probably just tired, so I'm sure she'll be back on her feet once she gets some rest.
そうですか。早く良くなってほしいですね。
シエルちゃんのひまわりのような明るさが早くも恋しいですからね。
Get it? Because her uniform, I guess, has sunflowers on it. You're right. Thanks for your concern. I bow to the customers. Everyone loves CL. I just wish there was some way I could show her that. Yeah, but, you know, she only cares if you love her. Even after I get home from work, all I can think about is CL. I wonder if she's taking her medicine and getting proper sleep. I stare at my phone thinking about what to say to her, but nothing comes to mind. Suddenly, I hear someone knocking on the door. Yes?
朝輝くん、入ってもいいかな？
Oh, this is rare. I'm surprised to hear Chisato's voice, but I quickly remember her saying she's staying behind to finish up some prep work at the cafe. Oh, yes. Come in. Chisato enters my room holding a tray.
今日はシエルちゃんのこともあって、朝輝くんも疲れたんじゃないかなって思ったの。これ簡単だけど晩ご飯。
Oh, damn. Thank you so much. Oh, omurice. It looks delicious. And it isn't overpriced like it is at a maid cafe. I see a plate of omurice on the tray. The egg looks looks really pretty atop the rice.
作ってきたばかりだから、温かいうちに食べて。
Will do. I forgot all about dinner. So this is just what I needed. I can't wait to dig in. I put my hands together in prayer, then begin eating, and once I take my first bite, I realize how hungry I actually am. The freshly made food is bursting with flavor.
シエルちゃん、早く良くなるといいわね。
Yeah, me too. I'll see how she's doing and adjust her shifts accordingly.
そうしてあげて。スタッフのことは朝輝くんに任せるわ。
Understood. I continued devouring my dinner while nodding at Chisato's words. Chisato was staring at me with her hands folded together and her chin resting on top of them.
朝輝くん、シエルちゃんは風邪なのよね。
Yeah, I think so. She had a light fever.
朝輝くんは優しすぎるから、ちょっと心配なの。
I'm too nice? Really? People always say I'm a nice guy, which I think is a compliment. But being too nice probably isn't a good thing.
もしシエルちゃんを特別だと思ってるなら、私は何も言う資格はないけど、何でもかんでも背負い込まないこと。じゃないと、今度は朝輝くんが倒れちゃうからね。
Look, alright. There's not many burdens to shoulder. Yeah, you're right.
おせっかいはそれだけ。じゃあ帰るわね。
You're intruding. You weren't intruding. Oh, and thanks for dinner.
いいえ、どういたしまして。じゃあね、おやすみなさい。
Misato's words resonate with me. I feel like she's seen through my feelings for CL. I guess I've been paying extra attention to her, so it's no wonder she noticed. I need to admit the truth to myself. Even now, I can't stop thinking about her. I grab my phone. In the end, I decide to shoot CL a text. Even one word would suffice. Hey, and that's it. If something's bothering you, let me know. I'll do everything in my power to help you. I hesitate for a moment, but send the message anyway. I'm not expecting her to reply right away, and she's probably asleep. Which reminds me, I should sleep soon. It takes CL 3 days to completely recover. But although she's as fit as a fiddle, there's still something off about her. After that day, she stopped calling me Big Brother, but I guess that's to be expected. As the school festival approaches, the preparations after class get busier, and the entire school body is getting pumped up. I head off to Caramella, feeling a little guilty that I can't help much. When I'm walking down the hallway, I spot CL.
朝木先輩、もう帰るんですか？
Yeah. Are you sticking around to help your class prepare for the school festival?
はい、みんなでクレープ屋さんの屋台を作ってるんです。
That sounds fun. I wish I could help my class some more.
朝木先輩はあんまり軽めら休めませんもんね。
Yeah, I can't. I'd feel bad leaving all the work to Chisato.
そうですよね。私は今日シフト入ってないので、軽めらお願いしますね。
Got it. Good luck with everything, CL.
はーい、お疲れ様です。
After CL waves at me with a smile, I change my shoes and leave the school. Our relationship has turned into a far more ordinary one, which makes a lot of sense. Really, Koron also calls me Asaki's senpai, as do other people in her grade, so this is only natural. And yet, why does it feel like CL's distancing herself from me? CL's called me Big Brother for as long as I can remember, as long as I've known her. So this sudden change is pretty depressing. Why'd she stop? Because she feels guilty. Usually CL pops by Caramella on her way back from school, but she doesn't show up today. Maybe she's busy? She's probably worried sick about the school festival prep. Yeah, I bet she went straight home after finishing up at school. It's not like that's all that weird, but for some reason, I hate it. I can't stop thinking about her. What could have made her stop calling me Big Brother? I sighed deeply. Chisato said it's because I'm too kind, and she mentioned that if CL is special to me, then it's a whole other issue. The fact that I think about her so much must mean she is. But to be honest, I haven't really figured out my exact feelings. With the school festival prep in full swing, I asked Chisato to help me out today so that I can assist my class with the preparations. But when I tell Nana that I can't help, that I can help, she gives me a bunch of boring paperwork tasks instead of anything that requires physical effort.
これが仕入れリスト。何を仕入れるのかと、その業者さんなんだけど、どう思う？
Cool, okay. It's a list of sweets and snacks and sweets. There are a variety of old nostalgic sweets listed.
大木沢くんから見て、何かアドバイスあるなら聞きたいんだけど。
Sure. It might be better to just use one vendor and ask them for their list.
でも、どうして？みんなからの意見で買いたいものをリストにしたの。
I think that's great, but if we buy a lot of things from one vendor, we can probably get a discount. Bulk. Buying in bulk, that's...
ああ、 速相談してみる。
It feels like I'm not really helping you guys. If there's anything else you need, let me know.
そんなことないよ。今日はカルメラに行かなくていいの？
I still need to do my part here. I got some time off of to help you guys. Jesus. I got some time off to help you guys.
無理しないでね。いてもらえると頼もしいけど。
Just let me know if you need anything. I guess I'll go help with the booth for now. I joined the other guys in building the booth. My first task is nailing some boards in. I don't usually do this type of work, but it's honestly refreshing. Oh yeah, the sale's working today. I swear, that's not why I chose to stay behind today, though that's a total coincidence. Phew. I've worked up quite a sweat. All this manual labor is pretty tiring. The work that I do at Caramella is also exhausting, but in a completely different way.
大沢くん、ちょっといい？これを見てほしいんだけど。
Oh, sure.
経費の計算ってこれでいいのかな？私、学園祭実行委員は初めてでわからないことだらけで。
Looks fine. As long as you have the receipt and the numbers, you shouldn't run into any problems. If the total amount exceeds this number, then we make a profit. We make profit.
よかった。やっぱり黒字化を目指したいよね。
Yeah, if we promote our shop enough, we probably will. I have a feeling that this candy shop will be a big hit.
そうよね。大木沢くん、もしかしてさっきから時計気にしてる？
No reason. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I'm still good for time.
こっちはなんとかなるし、お仕事に行っていいよ。
But
大木沢くんは店長さんでしょ？私はこの駄菓子屋の店長。お互い頑張りましょう。
got it. And thanks. Feel free to hit me up if you ever need a second opinion. Taking Nana's words into consideration, I decided to leave earlier than I'd originally planned. Feeling satisfied that I actually managed to help and make my way to Caramella. But before that, I decided to drop by the park. Compared to the lively antics of the classroom, the park is relatively quiet. Ciel and Cordon should be handling the floor at Caramella today. Maybe that's why my legs feel heavy all of a sudden. There's no reason for me to be this antsy. What's wrong with me? Why did Ciel stop calling me Big Brother? This question is still bothering me. Maybe there's no real reason. Yeah, I could just be making a big deal out of nothing. Okay. I forced myself up to my feet and walked to Caramella. Feeling determined, I stride into the cafe and get to work. Time flies by without incident. I've just watched the last customer leave. As I clean the cafe, I casually engage in conversation with the two girls. Is school festival prep going well for you two?
順調なんですかね。もう毎日いっぱいいっぱいです。クレープを試しに作ってみたんですが、丸くて薄く作るのすごく難しいです。シエルちゃんも料理は得意なのに苦戦してたよね。あれは職人技。 朝木先輩、コツとかわかりますか？
Listen, I don't think he's cooked a crepe before. You're probably better off asking Chisato. She's got a lot of knowledge and experience under her belt.
おお、確かに。では、後で聞いてみます。朝木先輩のクラスはどうなんですか？駄菓子屋さんでしたよね。
I haven't really pitched in, but I've given them some advice. I think everything's going well.
駄菓子屋さん、朝木先輩もお店に立つんですか？
I think the girls are gonna be in charge of that. The boys will be in the back. Usually the boys are in charge of manual labor, while the girls handle selling or making the food.
そういえば、うちのクラスも男子はほとんどお店に立たないですね。裏方で頑張ってくれてる男子のためにもクレープ頑張らないとね、シエルちゃん。はい、プレッシャーです。で、コランちゃんだって交代でクレープ作るんだから一緒に頑張らないと。そう、それが問題。私も苦戦してるんですよね。やっぱり千里さんにアドバイスもらわないと。
Hodon looks at me and smiles wryly. No one's expecting professional work, since it's the school festival, but I have a feeling these two will get better and better before the actual event. If you're planning to do that, you should ask her before she leaves today. I'll handle the cleaning, so go. I lightly mop the floor, while the two girls head for the kitchen. After I finish cleaning the floor, I peek inside the kitchen.
お家でクレープを作るときってお玉でフライパンに流し込んじゃうでしょ？でもそれだと量が多すぎるの。だから自分で思っているよりは少なめに。それであとはスパテルで薄く均一に伸ばすこと。
Sato is using a long and narrow spatula that crepe shops usually have. Depending on the type, spatulas are also used to spread frosting on cakes.
おお、すごく薄く伸びてますね。
コツは必要だけど、それはスパテルの使い方次第かな。練習してみて。
I can't help but eavesdrop on their conversation. Chisato places her big crepe on a plate to her side.
あら、朝輝くん上がり？
Yes, the floor is sparkling clean. I was just wondering what you were up to.
朝輝くんもクレープ作りに興味ある？
Kinda. I just wanted to see how you make them nice and thin.
千里さんすごいんですよ。あっという間にこんなに薄く作ってくれました。
I enter the kitchen and see the crepe that Ciel's holding up. It's golden brown and looks delicious.
私もこのテクニックを習得したいです。練習頑張らないといけませんね。
お家でも練習できると思うからやってみて。
Thanks, Chisato. Now they won't have to worry about making crepes.
クレープは簡単なんだけど、テクニックが必要なのよね。私も調理学校で習ったわ。
Sato says that while spinning the spatula in her hand. Like I thought, people who properly learn the basics are always good at what they do. Really, I never would have guessed. Not to mention, she's actually using these skills every day. I feel like I'm not pulling my weight whenever I see Chisato at work. I need to work a lot harder. It's the day before the school festival. There are decorations around the school already. Where? As soon as classes end, everyone is busy with prep work. This is the last day we can get anything done, so everyone is rushing to get the finishing touches in place. I'll help with whatever I can.
明日の朝にはお店がすぐ出せる状態にしておかないとダメだからね。
The class is working under Nana's directions. Kanzaki, are these the invoices? The goods have already arrived, so we need to check them just in case.
そうね。その小難しそうな作業、扇沢くんにお願いしてもいい？
Sure, I can remove everything from the box, right?
お願い。
I take a few invoices from Nana. The invoices show the quantity and cost of the items we've purchased. I sift through the piles of boxes while checking the invoices. It should be fine as long as we have everything.
扇沢くん、お菓子のパッケージ開けてこっちに持ってきてくれる？
私たちがお菓子を並べる役目になったからさ。
Sounds like a plan. I'll bring them over in order. Most of the sweets in the cardboard boxes are packaged in 10s or 12s. I want to use a knife, but I'm afraid of accidentally slicing open the sweets, so I carefully use scissors instead. It's a boring task that's pretty time consuming. The other boys are working on assembling the booth and painting it. I guess I'm the only one who can handle this job. I open the bag of sweets, pass them to the girls, and throw out the empty packages. I keep doing that until all of the sweets are out of their bags. Phew. My hands hurt from using the scissors for so long.
あ、扇沢くん、作業終わった？ずいぶん早かったね。
I'm used to this kind of work. Is there anything else I can do?
特に目立った遅れもないし。扇沢くん、お店は大丈夫なの？
Nana looks at the clock. While asking me that question, I shift my gaze toward it as well, and notice that a lot of time has passed. I'll head out if everything's fine here. I don't want to get in anyone's way, obviously. Half of my classmates are working in the small classroom, so there clearly isn't enough space for everyone.
それもそうね。ありがとう。明日もよろしくね。
People are busy decorating the path from the gate to the building's entrance. No matter where I turn, the school is bustling. The booths outside, which are handled by the sports club, are mainly selling food. It looks like they're still hard at work. I wonder what they'll sell. Man, I hope I get to check everything out tomorrow. None of the poster girls are at Caramella today. They're bust prepping. They're bust prepping for the school festival, so I made sure they had their time off. Instead of the other girls, as a part-timer who usually works during the day is handling the floor. Her usual shifts only last until the lunch rush ends, but I asked her to stay longer just for today. Thanks for all your hard work today. See you tomorrow. It's the end of another successful day of business at Caramella. And I'm stacking the chairs on the table and cleaning the floor. Chisato waltzes out of the kitchen as I'm stacking the tables and... yeah.
店長、お疲れ様。
You too, Chisato. Sorry I showed up so late.
全然。だって明日は学園祭なんでしょ？朝輝くんが来なくても大丈夫なようにはしていたの。
Oh, really? I didn't know you planned it around that. Thanks.
何言ってるの？学園優先。青春は一度きりなんだから、学園生活を存分に楽しまなくちゃ。
Right.
クラスの出し物は順調に完成しそう？
Everything's going well. I didn't really help much though.
でも明日は一日楽しんできて。お店は任せてくれていいからね。
Thanks, Chisato. I'm counting on you.
はーい。人生の中でも貴重な機会なんだし、楽しんできてね。
This is a thrice in a lifetime. It happens every year. What do you mean? After I finish closing up, I take a bath, eat some dinner, and back to my room. Then, as if she somehow knows my schedule, I get a message from Ciel.
明日はうちのクラスのクレープ屋さんに来てくださいね。
There's a surprised face emoji after the exclamation mark. But what could she be surprised about? Maybe she's finally gotten good at making crepes. Of course I'll come see you. Send. I really want to know how Ciel's crepes will turn out. We were in Rich's classes, working on a burger shop, which I'm excited to see as well. I daydream about the school festival tomorrow as I rest in bed. Even though I'm heading to school at the same time, I always do, there are far more students in the school building than usual. Some students are still putting the finishing touches on their booths. There appear to be many students who are here extra early. I can tell that the school is full of enthusiastic kids. The excitement surrounding the school festival reminds me of the time when I reopened Caramella. I head to my classroom while reminiscing. Whoa. It looks exactly the same as it did in the other routes. The interior of the classroom is decorated to look like a traditional sweet shop.
大木沢くん、おはよう。どう？なかなかの仕上がりでしょ？
Yeah, it looks great. I can't believe how real it looks. This is amazing. There are many kinds of sweets that I used to eat as a child out on display. And there's even space to sit and eat at the side. Man, the nostalgic look of the shop is really, really impressive. When it's time, all the students will meet in the gym, at which the student council president will announce the opening of the festival. All we have to do is wait for the festival to begin. School gates will open at the scheduled time, letting in outside visitors. That should fill the place with noise and excitement. I'm in the corner of my classroom wondering what to do. Oh, Kanzaki. Can I steal you for a moment?
どうしたの？大木沢くん。
Here's the thing. I didn't help prepare much, so I'm willing to work my butt off today.
あ？そんなことないって。大木沢くんいろいろしてくれたし、業者から買う方法とかさ。どこのクラスを見ても、普通は物の仕入れ方なんて詳しく知らないからね。助かっちゃった。
I'm happy you think so. I still feel bad, but it's nice to know she appreciates my help all the same.
準備は大変だったけど、今日はお店の番をするだけだし、それは女子が交代でやるから、大木沢くんは自由にしてて。
If you're sure, I guess. There are a few boys left in the classroom since the girls are selling the sweets. I guess I'll just get in the way if I stick around. I decide to leave the classroom so as to not cause any trouble. School festival has only just begun. The amount of public visitors is still sparse in the morning, so most students have a lot of free time. I walk around the school, taking in the sights. Cool. There are tons of interesting booths that I never even imagined. The student council is holding a stamp rally to encourage the visitors to walk around the whole place. I'm surprised they even have prizes prepared. The aura diagnosis from the Spiritual Research Club catches my eye. The mysterious nature of the booth has me feeling really interested, but it's still making me feel more anxious than anything, so I decide to pass. I never knew that club existed. I don't think you know. There's a lot of things you don't know about the school. Before I know it, 1 hour has passed, and yet I haven't even walked around the whole building or the gym yet. It's nice to have the freedom to do whatever I want, but it also kind of sucks, especially since this is the only route that you aren't already dating one of the characters before the school festival. While thinking that, I decide to visit Rira and Rich's class. The classroom is right next to mine, but I decide to visit it later, since they were pretty busy preparing things when I passed by at the start of the day. I approach Richa and Rira's class and see a long line. Wow, they're really popular.
チーズバーガーセットは150円、ダブルは200円です。できる限りお釣りのないようお願いします。
Richa is organizing the customer line, while also letting them know the exact cost in advance. The cheeseburger set is 150 yen. That's a really good deal considering that it comes with fries. Their goal isn't to make a profit, so I can understand why their prices are so low. When I peek into their classroom, I see Rira in the back, grilling patties on a hot plate. Apparently, there's a different person in charge of each station. Everyone is working efficiently to make sure that the customers get their order in a timely manner. They must have thought long and hard about this process, huh?
大木沢くん、見に来てくれたんですか？
Yeah, you guys are super popular. I haven't seen a line like this anywhere else.
そうなんですか？作るのは他の出し物より大変ですけど、協力してくれるクラスメートが多かったので、なんとか成り立ってますよ。
I don't know, I think crepes are harder to make than a burger. She's right. You need a lot of people to make burgers efficiently. Everyone seems really good at their jobs. It's amazing how efficient they are when this is their first time.
時間がかかるのが一番良くないと思ったので、前日リハーサルもしたんですよ。
Good idea. Oh wow. No slip-ups then? No slip-ups then.
大木沢くんもぜひ買っていってくださいね。
I want to, but the line's massive.
それなら空いた時に来てください。大木沢くんの分は取っておきますから。
Are you sure? Wait. Can you put 2 orders aside? I feel bad for the people in line, but I asked Richard to do me a favor anyway.
はい、全然大丈夫です。それじゃあまた後で。
Good luck out there. Let Niwasaka know that I'm rooting for her.
リラちゃんも喜びます。
The general visitors have outnumbered the students, making it difficult to walk down the hallway. It seems like parents, locals, and students from other schools are also here. I make my way through the crowd, heading toward the first-year classrooms. CL asked me to come, so I need to visit her crepe shop. Oh. CL is in front of the class, holding a menu with all the different options on it.
一番安いのはチョコで100円です。いちごジャムと生クリームたっぷりのクレープは200円ですよ。
It looks like she's taking orders in advance. The crepes need to be grilled one by one, so that probably reduces waiting time. Hang on. What? The crepes need to be grilled one by one, so that probably reduces waiting time. Is she talking about the taking orders in advance? I guess. And how are things going, CL? As soon as CL finishes talking to a customer, I call out to her from behind.
朝木先輩、いらっしゃいませ。
I'm here to see you. I'm here to see you. Oh wow, Koron's making crepes.
朝木先輩、いらっしゃいませ。今集中しているので、また後ですみません。
Apparently, Koron is doing her best to grill the crepes. They look fantastic.
コロンちゃんが一番クレープ焼くのが上手なんですよ。だからメインクレープ職人になってるんです。
I see. It's pretty hard, but I know you can do it. I aim a wave at Koron in order to encourage her.
朝木先輩も食べましょうよ。何がいいですか？
She sticks a menu in my hand. They have chocolate, custard, and different jams. In general, there are a lot of simple menu items. The crepes with whipped cream are the most expensive options. As I continue to look through the menu, I see that there's a crepe with blueberry jam and cream cheese. Oh, this is the one I had before. I wanna try it again. With 3 ends.
ふふふ、そう言うと思って準備したんですよ。
Wow, CL. You know me too well.
じゃあ、朝木先輩のオーダーということで伝えておきますね。
Go right ahead. Oh, by the way, do you know when your break is?
休憩ですか？午前中は私がお客様の対応をしていたので、お昼には交代できると思います。
I check the clock and see that it's 11. Not much longer before her break then. Do you want to look around the school with me?
はい、ぜひお供させてください。
That's a pretty weird thing to say. That's a pretty weird thing to say. Anyway, I'll wait for you then.
わかりました。手が空いたら連絡しますね。
Since there are customers still waiting for their crepes, I decide to leave and let CL get back to work. But I get a message right away, even though it's only been 5 minutes. CL is laughing with her hands full of crepes.
お待たせしました。
That didn't take long. Didn't you say you had to wait until noon?
いえ、クラスの子が代わってくれたんです。彼氏と一緒に回ってきたらって。
Oh, she must have meant me. I don't get why she thinks we're dating, but it's probably just because she saw us talking. She did us a huge favor. You should thank her later.
はい、私もびっくりしました。朝木先輩と私が彼氏と彼女に見えますか？
Maybe? That's probably what she assumed, at least. Other people probably think we're very close. It's inevitable that they'll misunderstand due to that.
見えるんですね。お兄ちゃんと妹じゃなくて。
Huh? As I try to question her, she pushes one of the crepes she's holding into my hand. Into my hands.
これ出来たてなので食べてください。
Oh, right. Thanks. That one's yours, right? What's inside?
私のはイチゴスペシャルです。こっそりコロンちゃんにクリームをマシマシにしてもらいました。
I smile wryly as she holds onto the crepe that's about to burst thanks to all the cream inside. I'm not gonna say anything. Normally, crepes are folded into triangles, but the Ciel's crepe has so much whipped cream in it that it's more like a cone. I mean, you do realize that they are folded into cones, right? You've got a diagram to the left of you showing that it's clearly folded into a cone, right? If it's what do you mean by triangle? I guess a cone is pretty triangular, but you know, a cone is three-dimensional, right? It looks like a bouquet of white flowers. It's probably gonna be hard to eat all that cream. Try not to get it everywhere, okay?
すでに全神経をクレープに注いでいます。佐々木先輩、ちょっと集中させてください。
Okay. I laugh while watching her take a giant bite out of the crepe.
たま
I also take a bite out of my blueberry jam and cream cheese crepe. We eat as we walk around the school together. Ciel isn't focusing on her surroundings. Instead, she's wolfing down her crepe the whole time.
これはまずいかもしれません。
What? She ran out of cream? What's wrong?
今、無性にしょっぱいものが食べたくて仕方がありません。
Oh, well, isn't that perfect? Thankfully, a certain someone has ordered 2 burger. I know exactly how you feel. Eating too much sugar makes you crave other food, right?
やっぱり美味しいものはちょっとだけの方がしっかり味わえますね。
Even if it's delicious, you'll get sick of anything if you eat too much of it. As I respond to Ciel, I suddenly remember the burger set I had Richa put aside for me. It's about time to go pick them up. Ciel, why don't we visit Niwasaka and Shinomiya's class?
確かハンバーガーショップをやってるんですよね。
Yeah, and I'm sure the food tastes great.
ハンバーガーならお口直しにぴったりです。早く行きましょう、朝木先輩。
Ciel rushes me, and before I know it, I'm back at the burger shop.
リラ先輩です。こんにちは。あ、いらっしゃいませ。大木沢くんとシエルちゃんもハンバーガーいかがですか？
Instead of Richa, Rira's the one greeting the customers. She looks a little shy though. Hey, Niwasaka. I was just talking to Shinomiya and after I tell her about Richa saving some food for us, Richa notices us from the back. A minute later, she brings out some patties that she's grilled herself.
はーい、どうぞ。美味しく出来上がってますよ。
Ciel is drooling as I take the delicious-looking patties from Richa.
おお、出来たてほっかほかでいい匂いがします。しかも予約済みとは佐々木先輩やりますね。
Shinomiya is the one you should thank.
ゆっくり味わってくださいね。
Thanks. Weren't you just on your break, Shinomiya? Sorry for bothering you.
いえ、私もお昼にハンバーガーを食べていただけなので、二人とも温かいうちにどうぞ。
There was a huge line this morning, but it's completely empty now.
ありがとうございます、リシェ先輩。リラ先輩もファイトですよ。頑張るね。
Kira is always so good with the customers at Caramella, that they trust her a lot. But she's nervous because of the unfamiliar environment, which means her smile is stiffer than usual. I decide to leave them to it and cheer them on from afar. Don't want to get in their way after all. There's a lot of people here. There are a lot of people here.
いいんじゃないですか。ほら、場所がないから芝生のところに座っている人もいっぱいいます。
True. Let's just forget finding a bench then. We find a place to sit on the grass and decide to eat. Well, I'm gonna dig in now.
はーい、いただきます。はーん。おいしいです。手作りって感じのリシェ先輩らしい優しい味がします。
Really? Let me have a bite. As I bite into the hamburger, the juices from the patty ooze into my mouth, spreading the delicious and savory flavor. As the hamburger is topped with chopped onions and ketchup, it's a little spicy. Excuse me? Bro, you have the same spice tolerance as a white person. Onions and ketchup. It's a little spicy, but it also has a unique sweetness to it. You're right. Most homemade burgers are nowhere near this good. It's really delicious.
ピクルスは入ってませんね。でもこの方が私好みです。
Pickled vegetables are usually pickled in vinegar or brine, but lots of people in Japan don't really like pickled cabbages. Cabbages? Cucumbers.
そうなんですか？じゃあピーマンの酢漬けは。
I'm not sure I'd eat peppers like that, but I guess they are a thing.
初めて知りました。今度コロンちゃんにも教えてあげようっと。
Yeah, I know pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked them. He picked a peck of pickled peppers. Never mind. We converse for a while and finish our hamburgers in no time. The fries are tasty as well. I'm honestly shocked that they managed to get some great food in a tiny space like that. Yeah, especially since they needed the deep fry for these fries. Chips. They're chips. They're not even French. After that, we head to the gym and check out the band, eat cupcakes made by the cooking club, and tour the school grounds. This might be the first time Ciel and I have hung out like this on our own. It took me too long to notice the tension between us. All this walking has tired me out.
そうですね。でも一つの学園の中でこんなにいろいろな出し物があって、なんだか遊園地みたいです。
It does, doesn't it? What's your favorite part? What was your favorite part?
たくさんありすぎて悩みます。でも自分たちで作ったクレープとリラ先輩とリシェ先輩のハンバーガーは忘れられません。
Hamburger. I totally agree. Oh, should we grab some drinks and take a little break?
飲み物だったら文化研究会がコーヒー出してるみたいです。友達が言ってました。
How cultural. Coffee. Why are they giving out coffee? Because it's cultural.
なんでもコーヒー豆の産地と日本に輸入されるコーヒー豆の量をなんとかかんとかしているみたいです。
You see? Let's go take a look. I sense that there's a key point missing in her explanation, but at least we'll get to drink good coffee. The Culture Research Club is in one of the rooms in the clubroom building. I wonder what culture they're researching. Regardless, the room's been transformed into a coffee shop where they brew coffee right before our very eyes. They better have more than just Japanese coffee, alright? If they're the Culture Research Club, or whatever they were called. With coffee in hand, we search for a place to rest. Where the fuck did everything go? And as we do, we happen upon the annex, which isn't locked. It's a little dusty, but at least there's a table and chairs. Kind of feels like a secret hideout, doesn't it? Upon looking down from the window, I see many people walking around the food stalls. It gets dark early nowadays. The sun is setting and the sky is already turning orange. Now that's how it is with seasons.
文化研究会すごいですね。さっぱりした美味しいコーヒーです。
And seasons will never be something a flat earther would be able to explain. They ground their own beans too. There's something in there. There's someone in there who sure loves their coffee. Yeah, they brought their Keurig from home just to make coffee. Their $2,000 Nespresso machine. She leans against the window after looking through it. Yeah, drinking coffee at this hour feels strange.
いつもはカルメラに行ってる時間ですもんね。
Do you enjoy working at Caramello?
当然ですよ。働くのは初めてですが、みんな優しく教えてくれましたし、お客様もいい人ばっかりです。
I'm happy to hear that. Caramello only exists thanks to everyone's hard work.
でもそんなことどうして急に？
I just remembered that I've never asked, so I wanted to know. Yale gently smiles and nods. Looking at her, I feel myself wanting to ask her the question that's been on my mind this whole time. Even if Ciel distances herself after this, I have to do it. I won't get such a golden opportunity again. Get it? Because the setting sun, like the golden hue, and the blonde hair. Never mind. Ciel, I have something I've been meaning to ask you.
はい？何ですか？
Why did you stop calling me Big Brother? When I ask her that question, she jerks her shoulders a little. I'd really like to know why. Did I fail to live up to your expectations? What'd you say again, Ciel? You seem to be possessed by a demon. Oh. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's a gap between us nowadays.
距離？浅木先輩、変なこと言ってます。
Huh? Nonsense. The plot thickens. Ciel is tilting her head, staring at me with confused eyes. So then, why'd you stop? Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop? You seemed so obsessed with the whole big brother, little sister thing.
そ 朝木先輩を困らせてしまうかもしれないんですが。
You can tell me anything. I'm ready to hear the truth. The time we've spent together is precious to me. Nothing will ever change that. Even if we do stop hanging out as much, I'm sure that the bond we've developed won't break.
それなら言います。朝木先輩がお兄ちゃんのままだと、いろいろと困ってしまうことになるからです。
Complicated? What's that supposed to mean? My head's spinning. This is making no sense.
私が勝手にお兄ちゃんと呼んで、朝木先輩も困ったと思います。でも、もうお兄ちゃんと妹じゃなくて、先輩と後輩の方が私が望む関係になれると思って、勝手なこと言ってごめんなさい。
I don't really care what you call me. But wait, what ideal relationship? What kind of relationship does she want us to have exactly?
どうして、それは、
Yell stutters as she thinks about what to say.
だってお兄ちゃんがずっとお兄ちゃんだったら、私もずっと妹で、そしたらお兄ちゃんは優しいからずっとそのままで。私を後輩の女の子として見てくれないんだろうなって思ったら、急に不安になって苦しくなって変なんです。
Fuck.
私を後輩の女の子として見てくれないんだろうなって思ったら、急に不安になって苦しくなって変なんです。
Oh. I see. Jill expresses her true feelings to me, and now I've finally confirmed my suspicions. Her answer is nothing like the worst case scenario I imagined. You want me to see you as a girl, right?
はい。そう面と向かって聞かれると恥ずかしいですけど。
What? Jill is fidgeting and averting her gaze. If the setting sun wasn't pointing directly at her, I would have a much easier time noticing her red cheeks. It's okay. Even though I treat you like my little sister, I still see you as a girl.
そうだったんですか。
I got used to you calling me big brother, but that's just a phrase. I'm sorry to say that I can never actually see you as I can never actually be your big brother.
はい、それは分かっていました。
Gail puts the coffee he's holding down on the table and turns toward me.
私には本当にお兄ちゃんがいたんです。でも覚えてないから、いたらしいっていうのが正しいです。でもお父さんとお兄ちゃんは事故で死んじゃったんです。これもお母さんから聞いただけだかららしいですね。
That's why Ciel lives in a single-parent household, I guess.
私はまだ小さかったからわからないし、特別な思い出もないし、記憶にもなくて、お父さんもお兄ちゃんもいないのが普通だったんです。でももしお兄ちゃんがいたらと思うことがたまにありました。どんな生活になるのかなって。
And that's why you started calling me big brother?
はい。朝木先輩は優しくて頑張り屋さんで、リラ先輩やリシャ先輩からも慕われてて、お兄ちゃんみたいって思ったんです。
Did you like having me as your big brother? I just want to know if I did a good job.
楽しかったです。すごく。仲のいい兄弟っていいなって思ってたんですが、私の方がダメになりました。楽しかったで
God
す。
fucking damn it.
すごく。仲のいい兄弟っていいなって思ってたんですが、私の方がダメになりました。
Ciel smiles bitterly. He's probably wanting to break out of this bubble for a long time. He probably wanted to break out of this bubble for a long time. Though honestly, tough honestly. Damn it. It never really existed. She just thought it did. Ciel wants things to change between us, so I've got to support her. I think you're a cute girl. I mean, you make a good little sister, but if you were my actual sister, we'd run into some problems. I mean, if we were actual siblings, you could never be my girlfriend.
朝木先輩も同じなんですか？恋人？
Yeah. I was getting real worried about our relationship, so I'm glad you confessed.
はい。なんで朝木先輩が喜んでるんですか？
I already mentioned this, but I see you as a girl, so I'm happy that I can finally say it to your face. I like you, not as a sister, but as a girl, but not a woman because...
朝木先輩が私を
I tell her exactly how I feel. Ciel is beyond shocked that I've confessed my love for her. I can't be your big brother, but I want to be your boyfriend. Is that okay?
嬉しいです。すごく嬉しいんですけど、突然すぎてずっとドキドキしっぱなしで。
Same here. It's my first time saying something like this. Ciel leans her body against mine. How unexpected. Ciel?
私だって大好きです。好きになっちゃったんです。
I'm glad. As she buries her face in my chest, I stroke her head. When she lifts her head up, I can see the smile that I've come to love on her face. The sight alone is enough to make me smile.
本当に良かったです。まあ、手遅れかもって思ってたから。
I'm surprised you worry so much. Well, it's fine. At least we're both being honest right now. Ciel is looking up at me, smiling with tears in her eyes all the while. I gently stroke her cheeks and lightly press my lips against hers. Her lips are soft, warm and soft. During this moment, I feel my love for her overflowing. It turns out that I've loved her all this time. Initially, I felt confused, but there's no longer any doubt in my mind that I love Ciel. We just shared our first kiss, didn't we?
初めてではないかなと思うんですが。
I didn't think she was gonna say it.
カウントしない方がいいのかな。
Hmm? You've kissed someone else? Ciel's words are alarming.
私がというよりは、私と朝木先輩が初めてじゃないんですけど。
Then why'd you bring it
今はそ
up?
の話は置いておきましょう。
Why'd you bring it up then? What's she saying? That wasn't our first kiss. But how? When did I kiss Ciel? It's more like she kissed you. Wait, when did it happen?
ることで手を打ってください。
You, CL, you dug your own grave. You have to tell him. She laughs in an obvious attempt to keep the truth to herself. It's no fair. If you know, if you only you know about it, when did we kiss? When I ask CL that question once more, she awkwardly backs away.
落ち着いてください、朝木先輩。いつしたかより、誰としたかが大事です。朝木先輩とチューしたんです。
It's weird that we kissed and I don't even remember. That was abrupt. I was expecting a transition, but it just smash cut to out of the CG. She backs away again, then prepares to make her escape.
ごめんなさい。朝木先輩大好きです。
You didn't need to yell it so loud. People are gonna hear. Hey, don't you dare run away. I'm gonna get an answer out of you sooner or later. My face turns red as I shout at her. She's cute enough that I don't want to press her, but I demand a real answer all the same. Yell tells me the truth later that day. Through text, of course. Apparently, she kissed me on the roof while I was sleeping. Guess that explains why my lips felt so wet after I woke up. Man, this sucks. I never really got to experience our first kiss. I'm glad she did it, since it helped me notice Yell's true feelings. But I still feel like I missed out. Next time, I'll kiss her when she's least expecting it. I swear to surprise her in order to get revenge. As another day of work is coming to an end, I need to close the cafe, but... Chisato... Oh, wait. I see a skip button. Here's the issue I have, right? There are 2 CGs. There have been 4 CGs, technically, right? 2 actual CGs and 2 chibi versions, right? CL has 6 CGs left. Well, had 6 CGs, has 6 CGs, not chibi versions. 2 of you have been used. What about the other 4? After the Christmas party ends, everybody except CL and Chisato go home. I'll take care of the rest, Chisato.
いいの？大変じゃない？
It's the least I can do, considering the fact that you're the reason why Christmas ended up being so fun and all. Okay, here's the thing. There's going to be a CG here, right? Oh, well, later, right? That'll be the 3rd one, and then maybe one after in the epilogue, right? That's going to be a 4th. There's 5th and 6th. Huh? You worked really hard and these past few days to craft the holiday menu, right? Plus, you cooked all this food for the party.
そんなの気にしなくていいのに。
Party that I only truly get to experience in Richard's route. I just feel bad that I've made you work so hard.
私も朝木先輩と同じです。千里さんに何かお礼したいので、残りのお片付けさせてください。
そう？でも2人がそう言ってくれるなら、お言葉に甘えちゃおうかな。
Please do. It's late, and you deserve the rest.
わかったわ。じゃあ、後のことはお願いね。
お任せください。
頼もしいわね。それじゃあ、お先に失礼します。2人とも、お疲れ様。
And so did you.
お疲れ様です、千里さん。
So, should we hurry this up a little?
はい。頑張ってお片付けして、早く朝木先輩のお部屋に行きたいです。
Then we'd better get to work. We look at each other, laugh, and get to work. Thanks to our teamwork, The two of us managed to finish cleaning in no time. We even finish early, since there's no much actual since there's not much actual work left. Well, that should be everything. Let's head to my room.
私着替えてから行きますね。このサンタさんの衣装も可愛いからもったいないけど、また来年も着られますか？
Well, that's if you don't grow out of it. You know how it is. Puberty, growth spurts. Of course, don't you worry. I'll plan an even bigger event for next year, with even more intricately designed Santa outfits.
いえ、それは心配してないです。店長が朝木先輩なので。
Look, I still remember complaining about the Santa outfits when I first saw them in Rich's route, alright? Considering that the base uniforms for the game are so much more intricately designed. I'm doing the same thing again. So then, what's on her mind?
あ、そうだ。朝木先輩、実は渡したいものがあるんです。
Oh, I mean... Oh?
はい。だってクリスマスですよ。当然、朝木先輩へのプレゼントを用意しました。
I fat-fingered. I got you a gift. That's what she said. Ciel holds her head high while saying that, a happy expression on her face. Wow. Wow, that's really nice of you.
はい。取ってくるので、ちょっと待っててください。
You didn't hear that. Ciel scurries off to the break room. Since the cafe is already all neat and tidy, I follow her. Ciel, by present, do you mean... Also, I was thinking of Cordon's route. Ciel has 6 CGs in total, 2 being chibi, so 2 have been used. There's 4. There's 2 left. It adds up. All right, the math adds up.
朝木先輩が何が欲しいかずっと考えていたんです。だけど、何がいいか全然わからなくて。
There's the third one. I'd love anything you give me, Ciel.
それはそうかもしれません。私だって朝木先輩が選んでくれるものなら何でも嬉しいと思います。でもどうせなら喜んでもらいたいのでたくさん考えたんです。
Thanks, Ciel.
だけど気に入ってもらえるかは自信がないのですが、でもとっておきのプレゼントにできたと思うので、どうぞ。
Ciel gently hands me an envelope. What could it be? Is it fine if I open it?
もちろんです。ぜひ見てください。どうぞどうぞ。
Okay. Usually we find the letters inside envelopes, but she claims this is a present, so that can't be it. Still, I wonder what else would fit in here. Is this... There isn't a letter inside. Instead, I see 3 pieces of paper that are cut into squares.
あ、それは裏側なので表をちゃんと見てください。
I turn the papers over. And when I do, I see I'll do anything Asaki-senpai says tickets written on them. That is adorable. Anything I say? I'm blown away. I don't have a single clue where to even begin. Can I really ask her to do anything? To do anything?
そこに書いてある通り、朝木先輩の言うことだったら何でも聞きますよ。1年間有効です。
Because next year we'll have I'll do anything Asaki-senpai says tickets again. Oh wow. That's amazing. I should keep these for when I really need them.
そんなにもったいぶらないで何か使ってくださいよ。
Don't worry, CL. There's 3 tickets. That means 3 potential hate scenes. What? But I want to save them for emergencies.
こんなものしか思い浮かばなかったんですが、喜んでくれますか？
It's simple, but effective. Very. You said you'd do anything, right? That shows how much you care about me. And she gave me not 1, not 2, but 3 whole tickets. Still, having this many options is daunting. Anything, huh? The sky's the limit. What does CL imagine I'll request? How far does anything go exactly? For example, if I ask you to go on a trip around Japan with me, would you agree?
もう、それは壮大なお願いですけど、本当に行くなら私を置いていかないでほしいです。帰りを待ってるのは嫌ですから。
Oh, sure. That was just an example, though. I'm not planning on traveling. Yet.
私もそうしたいと思ったら、剣を使う意味はなくなっちゃいますね。
I mean, yeah, but I'd feel bad using a ticket to force you to do something. I feel like I'll end up not using the tickets, since I'll be too busy wondering what to do with them. CL's really outdone herself this time. I'll use them when you least expect it. Until then, I'll think on it.
それはなんだか怖いですよ。
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I won't make you do anything weird. Probably. Don't add the probably part.
今多分って言いました。うわー、なんかすごい命令されちゃうんですね、私。
I mean, you did say anything, so... I don't know what CL originally had in mind, but the troubled look on her face is too cute for me to handle. I'm going to keep whatever I'm thinking a secret. CL, I have a present for you too.
もしかして、朝木先輩もプレゼントを用意してくれてたんですか？
Of course I did. It's our first Christmas together, as a couple after all. I take out a wrapped present that's small enough to fit in my pocket. It's 3 tickets. It's 3. I'll do anything. CL. Hang on, I need. What was the tickets called again? Jesus. Wait. I'll do anything Asaki Senpai says tickets. I'll do anything CL says tickets. I couldn't think of an honorific. CL Kyohai.
まさか。
What the fuck?
朝木先輩、
What the fuck is
いくら
going
なん
on?
でも早すぎますよ。
I guess I grazed my trackpad like 3 times. I take out a wrapped present that's small enough to fit in my pocket. CL's eyes widen when she sees it.
まさか。朝木先輩、いくらなんでも早すぎますよ。
Huh? What do you think it is?
婚約指輪？
I don't think he has the money for that. CL, even I know it's too early for that. That's why I got you something else. An engagement necklace. It's different, I swear. I never expected that huge leap in logic, so I'm taken aback. I mean, a box for an actual wedding ring would be a lot smaller, you know? Yeah, but what if it's like a big ring? Also known as a bracelet. Never mind. It's not a ring, but I want you to have this.
ありがとうございます。なんだろう。
Why don't you open it? TL carefully unwraps it and gently opens the lid of the box.
これ、ブレスレットですか？綺麗です。
Like I said, it's a big ring. I didn't think it would be an actual bracelet. Actually, no. Here's my thought process, right? I said big ring, also known as a bracelet, and then I was like, wait, surely the present isn't a bracelet, right? Like, god damn it. Ciel is overwhelmed by surprise and joy when she sees the contents of the box. The bigger one's mine, while the smaller one's for you.
私こういうの憧れてました。ありがとうございます。綺麗です。はあ。つけてみていいですか?
Well, matching bracelets is a lot better than matching tattoos, I'll say that. To say the least. Go ahead. I wouldn't have gotten it for you unless I wanted you to wear it. Ciel takes the bracelet out from the box and puts it on her right wrist. The design is simple. Honestly, the glistening silver band looks great on her.
綺麗。でも、私に合うかな。こういうアクセサリーってつけたことがなくて。
Here's the thing, right? When I said the big ring thing, right? I don't know if that's also called a bracelet, right? I know, like, bracelet is just something that's around your wrist, right? So, like, what Ciel has is a bracelet. But, you know, would anything that you put around your wrist be considered a bracelet? Excluding, like, a watch? It's perfect. You look even cuter with it on. What? What, you don't like it?
いえ、私、こういうのはよくわからないので。でも、ちょっと大人になった気分です。
Good to hear. I'm glad you like it.
そんな、こんなに素敵なプレゼントをもらえるなんて思ってませんでした。
Like, would the band of a watch be considered a bracelet if you got rid of the watch part? Right? I'm confusing myself here. Actually, I thought about getting you a ring, but then I realized those come with a lot of worries. You have to clean them and we can't really wear them to school, right?
そうですね。アクセサリーは校則で禁止になっていたので、指輪だとすぐ見つかっちゃいますね。
Yeah, I figured a bracelet would be easy to hide. Actually, no, a necklace would have been easier to hide, since, you know, full body clothing, you just tuck it under the shirt, right? Sure, I guess the bracelet would be easier to hide in winter, but during summer you wear short-sleeve shirts. Would be easy to hide. Since the design is simple and you can just move it up your wrist.
あさき先輩もつけてみてくださいよ。
Sure, let's see. I'm not used to wearing jewelry, but I put the bracelet on myself as best I can. It's harder than I expected, so it takes a while. Man, this is kind of embarrassing. So, what do you think? I show her the bracelet on my wrist, which makes Ciel respond in kind with a smile. You know, matching bracelets glittering together is embarrassing, but it makes me happy.
あさき先輩と私がつながってる印ですね。
And then on the bracelet, you should have had one half of a heart for each bracelet, so that you can combine them together. You know, like any fucking matching couple jewelry. It's always like a broken heart. Yeah, even if we're separated, we'll still be connected by this. Doesn't the thought just make you feel happy? Also happy?
すごく恋人同士っぽいです。
Ciel is grinning to herself, turning her wrist and examining the bracelet carefully all the while. Oh, right. Maybe I should use the ticket you gave me.
何ですか？何でもいいですよ。
Seeing you all happy like this makes me want to kiss. Hmm? Right before I finish my sentence, Ciel looks at me, stands on her tiptoes, and kisses me. I kiss her back gently, and then she slowly parts her lips from mine. She smiles, gazing into my eyes. That's a nice surprise. You didn't even let me finish my sentence.
いつもしていることなら剣は使う必要ないです。それに、私も朝木先輩とキスがしたいです。
I'm going to have to think carefully about how to best use my tickets.
朝木先輩が私を言いなりにしたいときに使ってください。
The look on her face is alluring and makes my heart beat faster. Damn it. You give me a present like this knowing that it'd give me a hard time.
それはどうでしょう。何かすごいお願いしてくるのかなって期待はしてましたけど。
I feel like she's toying with me. Suddenly I pull her in for a hug. That's not fair. This is what I do to bad girls. What? Ciel gasps in shock as I hold her more tightly than usual.
朝木先輩、ずっと一緒にいてくださいね。
Of course. I'll take good care of you. I got jump scared by a notification. Alright, I'm installing Withering Waves in the background, and I got a notification that I just finished installing, and it's a giant fuck off finished install notification that was in the bottom right of my screen. I was like, what the fuck? As I feel the warmth of Ciel's body, my heart is enveloped in a blanket of happiness and security. It doesn't help that it didn't play the Windows sound, which means that it was a notification exclusively for the Withering Waves client. It wasn't through the Windows notification system. Whatever. I swear to myself that I'm never going to let dear Ciel go. And the best part is that it's the last route, which means that it is canon, right? But, yeah. That was Ciel's route. But it's not the end yet, because there's still post-credit, aka the epilogue. Thoughts? It was cute. Alright, I like Ciel very much. There were some parts that were kind of annoying, but that's not because of Ciel's route, it's just because of, you know, how the CGs were placed, right? Like I said, there was an entire 3-hour part in the middle that didn't have any CGs, so I was struggling when it came to what to put in the thumbnail. Thankfully, there was a quote-unquote CG of the cake, but then again, what I usually do with CGs is that I try to link the title back to what is relating to the CG, right? That's why I had to come up with something related to cake. Yeah. Sales Remotion. Damn, they didn't even proofread the fucking credit scene. I don't know if that's in other credits, it probably is. But I just saw that now. But anyway, I really liked Ciel. I really liked her route. It was satisfying. But I just wish there were more CGs, right? Like when they ate crepes, or when they ate anything, or during the massage, right? There's two scenes right there. You could have easily added another two CGs, right? Just make as many, just do as many as Cordon's route, right? Especially since she's the fucking poster girl. She's the icon of the game. It's my day off. Oh. But yeah, CL is so cute. And I'm glad that I chose her as the last character. But I was faltering there a bit because Rira was best girl in the first game. Well, out of the girls that you could choose, right? So, you know, when I got more of Rira in CL's route, there wasn't much in Cordon's, right? It was not really much of Richard or Rira in Cordon's route. But yeah, I was faltering. Just to let you know. Jill and I are at the park relaxing. Most people would consider this a boring date, but we decide to hold hands and walk around after having lunch in the city. He's got like a cookie necklace.
こうやって歩いていると完全に恋人同士ですよね。見られてる気がして恥ずかしいです。
Well, we are a real couple, aren't we?
そうですよね。恋人の休日を満喫してます。
But brothers and sisters hold hands too, don't they? Do you only get nervous when it's with your boyfriend?
これは恋人マジックですね。手に汗をかいてないか心配で仕方ないです。
Same here. Up until this point, Ciel has managed to do a lot of things with me under the guise of being my little sister. But now that she's my girlfriend, you can't help but feel nervous. It'd be better if she relaxed, but she looks real cute like this as well, so I won't mention anything.
これは慣れです。慣れの問題なんです。だって恋人同士よりも兄弟の方が長かったんですから。
True. So, should we go back to being siblings then?
それは嫌です。もう恋人同士なんですから。
Ciel pouts after saying that. I guess that just goes to show how much she loves me. I feel like we're boyfriend and girlfriend now, actually. I like that we're boyfriend and girlfriend now, actually. I feel like if you called me big brother again, it'd crush my soul. Yeah, that's only in the bedroom. What?
それもそうですね。
But you called me big brother when you first met me, right?
はい、お兄ちゃんっぽいと思ってましたので。
But why? Did you know about me before we met? No, you just look like a guy who crashed, who died in a car crash. Too rough? Too harsh?
あ、
Ciel hesitates and stays silent. She's a little strange, but I'm not convinced that she just randomly decided to call me big brother. She definitely has a reason. When did you first learn about me? It's always been a mystery to me. Actually, another thing I forgot to talk about is that I liked how toony she was in the first game, right? I wished it was in the second game too, but there was an absence of it. It was just more like the big brother little sister thing, and nothing else. When I stare at Ciel, she looks slightly embarrassed.
私、カルメラでアルバイトをする前はあんまりやることがなくて、よく公園で過ごしていたんです。春休みにこの辺りでは見かけない男の人がいて、泣いてる小さい女の子を必死に慰めていたんです。
Bro, it actually is canon. This shit is canon, man.
その の女の子は迷子だったみたいで、その人は女の子の手を引いて一緒に公園を探し始めたんです。そしてやっとお母さんを見つけた。
Oh, wow. It's a faint memory, but I can still recall what happened that day. He's talking about me. Yeah, no way you're calling him a man. He was only a year older than you at that point, and still is.
私は小さい時に兄を亡くしているので、もしお兄ちゃんがいたらあんな風に優しく話しかけて手を引いてくれるのかなって。前にも言いましたが、記憶にもないくらい小さい頃だったので勝手な想像だったんですが、お兄ちゃんってあんな感じなのかもって。たまたま見かけただけだったので二度と会うことはないと思っていたのに見つけちゃいました。
Ciel is looking at me and smiling. I have a little sister, so I'm used to taking care of little girls. Ooh, hang on a minute. That's why I couldn't leave the little girl at the park crying by herself. That was back when Chisato and I first met. Back when Chisato and I first made plans to reopen Caramella. It was before I even met Rira and Richa. Wait, really? Hang on, what? Ah, so it was not Rira's flashback. It was actually at the start of the first game. Interesting. So that's why you called him a man. It still doesn't. You're still a year older. You're still only a year younger than him. So.
聞かれなかったらずっと黙ってよと思ってましたけど、さすが先輩、気になっていたんですね。
I guess that makes sense how she recognized him. Considering that he would have looked much younger if it was Rira's flashback. It was the Rira flashback. Yeah. At first I just thought you were an odd girl, but after talking with you, I learned how much effort you put into everything. That's why I always knew you had to have a reason.
そんなに変でしたか？私はただ毎日楽しく面白いことを頭の中でたくさん考えるのが好きなだけなんですけど。
Sometimes the things she's thinking about just flows out of her mouth. Maybe that's why she says strange things at times. You don't need to explain yourself. I know you now. I know you now. Though I do feel better after hearing your side of the story. Grab Ciel's hand again and hold it.
朝木先輩、どうしたんですか？
We intertwine our fingers and firmly hold each other's hands. Do I need a reason to hold your hand? I said hands when it said a hand, and I said a hand when it said hands. We're a couple, remember?
それもそうですよね。はい。
If it's a matter of getting used to it, why don't we do more things that are normal for a couple? That'll get us up to speed faster, right?
そうだと思います。多分。
Let's try to do more then.
ぎゅーって抱きしめ合うとか？
I nod and pull her in for a hug, which makes her gasp.
こんなところでぎゅーするのは確かに恋人っぽいですね。
Public displays of affection. It's not all that weird, right?
はい。でもちょっと周りの目が気になります。
Ciel looks down, her face all red. I think about how shy a person Ciel is because of her reaction. If we're in love and hugging, then the next step is kissing.
それはかなり恥ずかしい気がします。キスは二人きりの時がいいです。
You don't need to announce it, alright? Okay, okay, we'll save it for later then.
はい。二人きりの時なら、いっぱいしたいと思います。
Ciel blushes even harder, realizing that she's made a bold statement. Notice that she's wrapped herself around my arms and is buried in my chest.
これだけでも十分幸せです。
Her cheeks are rosy, but she's still smiling back at me. God, this girl means the world to me. Ciel might be strange, but that's just part of her charm. She's just quirky like that. I promise to protect her. I swear that to myself, while holding Ciel tightly in my arms.
カンバスガーデン。
And that is Love's Sweet Garnish 2. My thoughts overall? Good game. It's good. It's not, you know, it's not great, it's not bad, it's a good game. You know, there are moments that are cute, right? This is meant to be just a cutesy game. There's not really much conflict, right? There's no bullshit fucking Ato like there was in the first game, right? There was only Latte, which was a cute cat, so she got away with a lot more than Ato, considering that she's a cat. So, you know, she doesn't have a conscious she doesn't have a consciousness. I don't know what I'm saying. Either way, look, Rira and Richard's routes were just follow-ups of the first games. I enjoyed that. I'm glad that they didn't retcon anything so that it was Richard and Rira's route of essentially just them not acting like they dated in the first game, right? Because there isn't really a normal route in the first game, and you can't really set up a normal route considering there's only one choice. Like there is in this game. There's only one choice that matters. Pick Richard, Rira, pick Ciel or Cordon, and then for Ciel and Cordon you pick whichever food they serve, right? There's only one choice that matters. Regardless. What I should be focusing on is Cordon and Ciel, right? They're the ones that were full routes, right? And both of them were enjoyable. But I did like Cordon, and I did like Ciel. But if I'm gonna rank them, first of all, Chisato, first place, obviously. But if we're going off of purely route-based characters, right? Fourth is Cordon. All right, I got to. I can't. I like her, but she doesn't have the same thing as she doesn't have the thing. I know what you'd call it that the other three have. And then third is Richa, and second would be it's tough. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Ciel. Because of the fact that like I told you, I faltered a bit, right? When I saw more of Rira, it made me want to go back to her. And that's why she's first place. Because I didn't have that feeling with any of the other girls. But you know, that's maybe that's because I didn't do Ciel or Cordon's routes before Rira's, right? Either way, good game. But after this game, will be Necropyro Volume 3. And if you haven't haven't watched any of the streams, I've recorded all of Necropyro Volume 3, and I've moved on to My Tetsu. And if you don't know the schedule, essentially, in between Irasekai episodes would be... would essentially be this game, right? We just finished Necropyro. After Necropyro is My Tetsu. After My Tetsu is Master Magistrate. What I didn't realize is that My Tetsu is a pretty long game, right? A lot longer than Volume 3 and I think Master Magistrate. Thank God it isn't as long as the second game, as the second My Tetsu game, which is 94 hours. Yikes. And thankfully that doesn't have an English patch, English version, official, so I won't have to play that one. Smile. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again in Necropyro Volume 3, even though I've already recorded all of it on stream, and I said on stream that I'm trying to gravitate towards more recording visual novels on stream, and then gives me more time to essentially record for stuff on the Patreon, like 8 scenes that I haven't done for, let's say, Riddle Joker, Ars Magna, and this game, right? And My Classic Cupid, and maybe some Patreon exclusive games, right? But until then, I will see you guys in Necropyro Volume 3. I already said that. Whatever. Anyway, bye bye.